I know it's 2019, but 1 terabyte phone storage, 1 terabyte internal phone storage seems like overkill. The Samsung Galaxy S10 is going to have a 1 terabyte option, and that's going to be the most expensive option. And by proxy, we know that the next iPhone is probably going to have 1 terabyte of storage, internal storage. And it kind of makes more sense in terms of Apple because you don't have SD cards. But that still seems fairly excessive. And especially excessive for the S10, in my opinion. Because look at it this way. How many games are you downloading, and how large are those APKs? Yeah, there's probably a few games that do take up gigabytes, but the average person is playing simple, casual games that might max out at 100 megabytes. And other simpler games from independent developers are probably smaller. Yeah, I understand there's some big intense games that could be gigabytes worth, but how many of those games do you need on the phone at one time? Because once you buy it, Google's going to keep it on the server. And I know things can change and say, hey, you want to keep it on the phone because you never know when the server's going to go down or it's going to be removed from the Play Store. I get that. But usually it's not done that quickly. Usually you can keep those kind of games on an older device. And since it's a game, a lot of these games don't require processing thus far to be that fast. It can be transferred to the SD card. I know Samsung is kind of funny about that. But hopefully they allow you to transfer apps to the SD card. But I get that. That's why you can have multiple phones or multiple devices. You use an older phone with a certain amount of storage just to keep your games on, and still going to support future games. Now, some games need on the current device. I understand that. But how many games are you playing at one particular time? If you're playing those many games, are you really watching YouTube videos, using Spotify and streaming media where you're going to download content onto your phone? Because even though you can just stream that, I understand you might be away from Wi-Fi, or you might not have a good cell connection, or you might be someone younger that, hey, you just try to get to a place where there's Wi-Fi, download the streaming content onto your phone, and then you wait a week or so to get back to a place where you can get the Wi-Fi. I get that. I understand that. That's why I understand why you have more storage in the streaming area than you even had when it was just when you actually had to download it, pay for a fee or rent it and actually download it to your phone, like the iTunes kind of things, to the movies and the music. And on a Samsung device, right, even though 4K video takes up more storage, but you can get about a minute's 300 megs, 3 gigs for about a 10-minute video. How much video are you going to put on your phone before you transfer it to another device, such as a laptop, desktop, what have you? And even then, how fast do you need the internal storage to be when it's just this video? We can just have that sitting on the SD card. Because a lot of people have their photos and videos still on the SD card, and you can still edit from that SD card. You don't need to be, but it's so fast. It's still solid state with the SD. It's pretty quick. Or you're doing heavy production, and if you're doing some heavy production, you still want to take smaller videos. A lot of people want to take smaller videos, so you have the ability to edit. And once you have that ability, so you can edit easier, and then you go ahead and back it up, get it on to another device, and then go from there. So yeah, it seems a little bit overkill, especially nowadays. They have 1 terabyte, and you say it's future proofing. Okay, but it's an Android, it's a Samsung. 2-3 years out, those things start to slow down. Let's just put on a custom ROM, or some basic ROM, get the most out of it, and get a little more time out of it. But with 5G coming, and 5G eventually gonna have better coverage for those that have a connection, how much content that you don't own, they still gotta check in maybe every 30 days to say, hey, I'm still signed up for Spotify, Netflix, etc. Let me keep these downloaded videos on my phone. Like how often does all that occur? So it seems a little bit like overkill. I got an iPhone 7 right now, and I get by with 32 gigabytes. I understand I'm not taking as many photos or videos as other people. Actually, I might probably do more videos because I use this for YouTube, but I get it off this and onto a computer to do a little quick editing. So I don't keep that on my phone. I'm not keeping YouTube videos I make on my phone. I'll keep backups on some type of other backup media, storage media, but I'm not gonna keep it on my phone. If I want to, and for some content I don't even really need to keep it on my phone. I just let it be on YouTube, and that's that. So yeah, it seems a little bit to be overkill. A way to increase the price, especially since Samsung's gonna keep the SD card. So I don't know. So for that internals, it's pretty much going to come down to gaming. Maybe gaming is going to take off and going to get bigger and better games. Maybe that's what all that internal storage is going to be for. Because other things don't need to run as fast. You don't need access as fast. And maybe for Peter's going to do some heavy video editing, but even then, you're not going to need it like that. So yeah, I assume it's probably for the future gaming, and who knows what else, but it seems overkill right now. That's my take. Iceberg Jim out. Deuces.